Attention, Star Cadets! Stand by for action! Captain Paxar says prepare to travel time and soar through space while facing the worst villains of the past and the future. Stand by for Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour.
Greetings, Star Cadets! I, Captain Paxar, am speaking to you from the secret headquarters of the Interdimensional Peace Force. Today's mission is as follows. We will conclude our three-part mission with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, as he fights to uncover a traitor in the Office of Space Affairs. Stand by for action as Rocky Jones returns from beyond the curtain of space.
Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, Space Ranger, starring Richard Crane in Beyond the Curtain of Space, Chapter 3. Rocky Jones, he had taken his spaceship to the planet Ophiuchus and successfully rescued Professor Newton and little Bobby, who had been held prisoners.
Congratulations for a fine blast-off.
Thanks, Rocky.
Thank you, sir.
I was talking to Winky.
Well, now I'm talking to you, even though you are my commanding officer. Rocky, why don't you get that serious look off your face once in a while?
I'll take over, Vina. You better go back with Professor Newton and Bobby. They may need some attention. They've had a rough time.
Yes, sir.
Ah, the woman's touch. But who's going to say anything against it? Hey, how's the professor, Rocky?
Thoroughly confused at the moment. Keeps saying, why are you taking me away from Ophiuchus? Then he rubs his head and can't understand why he said a thing like that.
Gosh, that must have been some powerful treatment he got up there.
Yes, he still acts as if his brain had been paralyzed, but he's coming around.
This is weakness, Cleolanta. The ship must be destroyed. Or is it because Rocky Jones is aboard? Your great mistake was in trying to keep him here. I'm going to give the orders to...
I give the orders, Garganto. Not you or anyone.
Cleolanta, if they even reach our communication zone, we lose our best ally on Earth. Our own man in their headquarters.
You mean Griff?
Yes.
Rocky knows we have an ally on Earth. But Rocky can't possibly suppose that he is...
But he can, Cleolanta. He knows
You told him?
I was forced to.
And you were the strong one. You're a weakling and a traitor. I had no intention of allowing them to go beyond our reach. But neither am I prepared to invite a war just now. In a moment, we'll falsely magnetize their instruments. If the orbit jet crashes into an Ophiuchus moon, it's not our responsibility. That will help correct your mistake.
What do you bet they're just pretending to let us get away? Uh-huh. Heads they blast us, tails they don't, huh?
The odds aren't that good. If they can't have Professor Newton on their side, they certainly don't want him on ours.
Well, it's clear sailing ahead. That is, unless they decide to blast us. Is it manual control, Rocky?
No, we'll go by instruments. Conserve all power for this one hop, Winky. You know, Winky, it's hard to understand how a man raised on our Earth could fall in line with the Ophiuchans and become a spy for them against us.
You mean we got one of those things crawling around?
Yes. and in the Space Ranger's service.
What? Oh, you must be kidding. Galloping Galaxies. I can't believe it. Do you know who it is?
Yes, Griff.
Griff. Golly. Hey, Griff's at headquarters.
That's right. I don't understand it, but looking back, I can believe it. You see, Winky, Griff had a lot of time piled up, including a hop to Ophiuchus. That's when the bug bit him. That's when he fell for their phony philosophy.
Yeah, go on.
Then he took advantage of off-Earth time to ask us for an office assignment, so he could spy for them.
Conniving comets, the guy must have got moon fever. He must be nuts to do a thing like that.
Well, it's hard to explain a traitor, Winky, but... Well, his main purpose was to infiltrate the heart of our operations. That explains why the Ophiuchans seemed to know what we were going to do before we did it. Griff tipped them off.
Gosh, Rocky, wait till Secretary Drake hears this and realizes that his own assistant...
Yes, I know. Well, we'd better bring the log up to date and seal it.
And so I was forced to make my declaration as I did. Oh, but I hoped you wouldn't believe it, that you'd understand that I was being influenced.
Please, Professor, calm yourself. We understand.
Lena, please. Come forward to make an entry in the log.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. At your service, sir.
Don't worry, Professor. I said things just as bad, if not worse. I told Rocky I wanted to go up against him in a space fight, and I was going to lick him.
No, you little Bobby said that?
And also during this mission, Garganto, a power in the Ophiuchus formation, admitted under stress that their agent on Earth is Griff. Yes, Mr. Secretary, Griff. The time is now 15:35, and we're still within the boundaries of the Ophiuchus formation. You got that? Mm-hmm. Mr. Secretary, as an integral part of the log of this flight of the XV-2, I wish to make the following entry. I have never had so fine a crew.
As an integral part of the log, this flight... Rocky, this includes me.
Go on, Dana, there's more.
Sorry, sir. There's only one T in integral.
Read it.
Slithering satellites. That was too close for comfort.
So Rocky Jones wasn't going to get beyond our reach, hmm?
Silence. I have another plan.
You know, Winky, I'm sure glad there's only one T in integral.
Hey, listen, Rocky. I'm finally in clear contact with Space Station RV-5. Now to relay the message to Earth. Oh, hoppin' Hercules. Won't Secretary Drake be glad to hear we have the Professor and Bobby aboard?
Yes, he will. But our first report has to be unfavorable.
Oh, because Griff might intercept it, huh?
Yes, our first report has to be aimed at Griff, not at Drake. You see, the spaceship we destroyed must have been their communication link between Earth and Ophiuchus. Now, that leaves Griff in the dark as to late developments. We've got to keep him that way.
I get you.
So until we land back at headquarters, it's safer to let Griff think our fight was a failure. The XV-2 calling Space Station RV-5, reporting on Operation Haystack. Mission unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful? All right, Rocky. I'll relay the message to Drake. Over and out. Well, I guess you can't win all the time. Clark to Secretary Drake. Confidential. Operation Haystack. Come in, headquarters of Space Affairs. Hold on, Clark. I'll call Secretary Drake. Mr. Secretary.
Yes, Griff.
Space Station RV-5 reporting, sir, on Operation Haystack. So Rocky made it back. Good. This is Secretary Drake. Send the message over the scrambler, Clark.
Ready here, sir.
Proceed, Clark. Mission unsuccessful. Professor Newton and Bobby, without apparent influence, seem sincere and determined in their desire to remain on the alien planet. This is a blow to our country, Griff. A staggering blow to the united worlds of the solar system.
Yes, sir.
Sorry I had to send this kind of a message, Mr. Secretary. Over and out.
Space Station RV-5, Space Ranger Ship XV-2. Come in, XV-2. XV-2, reporting. Pickup by magnetic coupler complete. We'll put you in. Well, how about it, Rocky? You all in one piece this time, or should I alert the patch crew? All in one piece, Clark. See you soon. Out.
Ah, the defeated warriors return at home. What a surprise this is going to be.
How are we coming, Rocky? Everything super stellar?
Super stellar, Bobby. We're in the magnetic field of Space Station RV-5.
Oh, boy. Now to get out and run to 100. Rocky, I'll bet that way up here on the space island...
Sorry, Bobby. I know we all want to get out and stretch our legs a bit, but right now, Professor Newton, it's best if you and Bobby stay out of sight in the ship.
Oh, don't worry about us, Rocky. We'll do our stretching on Earth, huh?
Thanks, Professor.
Oh, Rocky, don't lose your faith in people. Remember, it's the exception that proves the rule.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
WOA to Griff. Come in, Griff. WOA to Griff. Come in, Griff.
Griff to WOA. Come in and identify.
This is Darganto.
Darganto? Is everything going as planned? Why chance a call at this time?
Working as planned. What report have you received on the Rocky Jones flight?
Mission unsuccessful. Professor Newton remaining unofficious.
That's a lie, Griff. A scheme to trap you.
One. At me, Darganto?
It's you. Rocky has proof of your being our agent on Earth. The professor and the boy are with him in the orbit jet. They've told him.
Get me off of here before they get back.
Listen, Griff. One man strategically placed for sabotage has greater power than an army.
I've done your work, Darganto. Now get me off of here.
Use your power, Griff. Wait for the orbit jet to land and then destroy the headquarters of Space Affairs.
Well, what about me? Am I so expendable?
I didn't say that, but your duty comes first. You may need help, so call in Ramez. The job is important, Griff. You are important. Ramez is expendable. Over and out.
A traitor in that uniform. Space Rangers and traitors, they don't go together. Yes, Griff?
Ramez, report to headquarters of Space Affairs immediately for special assignment. I'll clear you through the gates. You have a confidential report for Secretary Drake.
Secure for blast-off.
Home again! Home again! Jiggity Jupiter! It'll be super stellar back on Earth once more.
Clear of space station. We're in free fall. Firing rockets in 2 seconds. XV2 calling Office of Space Affairs. Come in, please.
Office of Space Affairs to XV2. Come in.
We're out of Space Station RV5 and about to start primary braking ellipse of Earth.
Glad to have you back, Rocky. What's your landing time?
Approximately 0800. Where's Secretary Drake?
He's out of the zone. Any message?
No, just hello. See you in the morning, Griff. Out.
Drake? Rocky Jones says to say hello. Behave yourself, I'm going to need you. Come on.
XV2 calling Office of Space Affairs. Come in, please.
Office of Space Affairs to the XV2. Come in.
I wonder where Drake is.
Completing final braking ellipse. Landing time now determined 0814. Requesting clearance.
We'll be ready for you, Rocky.
Out.
Landing is 0814. Would you set your timer for 0830? That'll make an error of 16 minutes, which will give us time to blast off. But it won't give Rocky time enough to find it. Come here. You're coming with me, Drake, just in case Rocky has some ideas that don't go along with mine.
Stay where you are. I'll go out alone.
Crew and passengers aboard, eh? Well, that's all right with me. Now, Rocky, switch on blast-off synchronizer. Rocky, go ahead. Start climbing.
Grip will be here to take the ship off.
Better be glad you're going along with us. Now move.
Grip, don't turn around. Don't make one false move. Toss your weapon over the side. Take her off, Winky.
But Rocky...
Yeah, come on, quick, take her off. Go with the synchronizer. That's an order. Rocky, stop him. Get us aboard. You don't know what you're doing. What am I doing, Griff?
I've got the whole headquarters planted. Any minute now, any second, we're going up in smoke.
Then you better go pull some switches if you want to live. Don't try it. Come on.
Space Ranger's going to put anything over on me.
Office of Space Affairs. Come in, Office of Space Affairs.
Office of Space Affairs to the XB2.
Come in, Office of Space Affairs.
Well, Mr. Secretary, I must say this is quite a twist, my being on the receiving end here. But everything's under control. You can return to base. State landing time. We're all clear for you.
We'll come in now, Rocky, and congratulations. Mission successful, thanks to you.
Time, same station, when we again take you into outer space for further adventures with Rocky Jones, Space Ranger.
Well done, Star Cadets! The first phase of our mission was a rousing success! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment!
Welcome back, Star Cadets. I, Captain Paxar, will now brief you on the second phase of our mission. Flash Gordon must once again battle the mad Witch of Neptune as she plots to take over the galaxy. stand by for action as Flash Gordon faces the Brain Machine.
Is Neptune, where less than 48 hours ago, the greatest disaster of our galaxy's history took place. It was a normal, peaceful afternoon when suddenly... the atmosphere converter, which transformed Neptune's poisonous methane atmosphere to pure oxygen, making the rich planet habitable to Earth people, blew up. Instantly, panic gripped the populace. Not long after the disaster, it was discovered that two of the galaxy's most trusted public servants, Commander Richards and Dr. Zarkoff of the G.B.I., had caused the explosion from a remote control device on Earth. Coincidentally, Flash Gordon and Dale Arden landed on Neptune at the moment of the explosion. There were only 48 hours to install a new converter before the entire population of Neptune would suffocate from the poison methane gas. While the new lines were being laid, and while Flash and Dale prepared the auxiliary converter, an agent of Zyderine, the Mad Witch of Neptune, seeks the new converter to destroy it before Flash and Dale can turn it on.
Stop! Turn it on, Dale.
I did it.
Another half an hour, it would have been too late. It's close, all right. Who the jet blast is that?
I've never seen him before. And why did he try to stop us from turning on the converter?
I don't know, maybe it had something to do with the explosion of the original one.
That's wishful thinking, Flash. After all, Commander Richards and Dr. Zarkoff have practically admitted they blew it up.
They've admitted nothing, except that they were found in the remote-controlled demolition room, and their individual keys were in the Neptune locks.
Look, you know I love them both. Why, next to you, they mean more to me than anybody else in the universe. But how can we fight such red-handed evidence?
2 points, Dale. First, neither Zarkoff nor Richards knows how he got to the vault. Second, neither one remembers putting the keys in and closing the circuit.
I'm afraid no court would believe it.
Oh, but we do. If we can find out what made them go to the vault and what made them put their keys in and close the circuits, well, probably we can clear their names. And maybe he can give us the answer.
No. But I tried. I did everything you asked. I know. I know.
What's that all about?
He seems to be talking to someone else.
Bring me back. We can try again. Bring me back.
Bring you back where? Where? Come on, talk. Bring you back where? The insignia he was wearing. You feel it?
Warmth and texture, just like human flesh.
Yet it's metal, some kind of a strange alloy. It's a clue, Dale. If we can find out where that came from, perhaps we can find out who was really responsible for the detonation.
Neptune lives, breathes, because you have failed.
But it's not too late. Judy, now that we know where the converter is located, we can blow it up ourselves.
You fool, you stupid, blundering fool.
But we can't do it, I tell you. Flash Gordon and the girl will be gone in a few minutes.
And when they are gone, a radium ray will flood the entire installation. It will kill instantly anybody that enters its field. Witch, they call it. The Witch of Neptune. Because I controlled the royal family. Because I was the power behind the throne. I was the ruler.
You will rule again, almighty Zyrie.
Bowed to me, kissed my hand. Everyone trembled when my name was mentioned. Yes, I will rule Neptune again. But this time I will be the queen. The ruler in name, as well as fact. The throne was here, in my hand. It was you, your blundering stupidity, that ruined it all.
Almighty Zyderine, you have not lost. There is a way for you to hold in your hands the power of the galaxy.
What do you mean?
You have thought to use all of this to conquer only Neptune. But why? Why merely Neptune? The machines you possess give you the power to control every planet in the galaxy.
Yes. Yes. Every planet in the galaxy. I can penetrate into the most secret chambers of the galaxy. Through this, I am all-powerful. In this, I have the strength of 10 men. There is no knowledge, no secret in the universe I cannot gain. With this, my brain recorder.
What do you make of it, Dale? Recognize any of the metals in that alloy?
It has a tractor-seal base, but there are about 7 other elements which I can't identify.
Tractor-seal? That's a metal that's found on Saturn, isn't it?
Yes. In small quantities on Pluto and Uranus.
That narrows its origin down to 3 possible planets. Wasn't this disk gray when we first landed on Neptune?
Yes. It's turning black.
And the insignia, which was black, is turning gray.
I have been blinded by my desire for revenge, Prostar. I hold the power to control the entire galaxy.
And you can. If first you destroy the Galaxy Bureau of Investigation, they have the knowledge that stands in your way.
Then why destroy them, Prostar? They will serve me. First, I will record all the scientific knowledge possessed by Dr. Zarkoff, the military knowledge of Commander Richards. That is the start, Prostar. Soon, soon, the mad Witch of Neptune shall rule their galaxy.
What do you make of it?
Obviously, it's an alloy that's sensitive to some sort of emanation. The further away it is from the source of the emanations, the more the color changes.
If that's true, when we get close to the right planet, the disk will turn toward white and the insignia toward black.
It's even better than a bloodhound. As soon as we've talked to Dr. Zarkoff and Commander Richards again, we'll take off and let our little alloy bloodhound lead us to its home.
I hope they're all right. How terrible it must be for them. 2 men who have devoted their entire lives to loyal service to the galaxy, accused of the greatest crime they could commit.
Well, I swear there's no way they could have gone. I didn't leave my post outside that door for a second.
Flash, what do you make of it?
I can't believe that either Dr. Zarkoff or Commander Richards would try to escape.
Try to escape? But where are they if they didn't?
I don't know just now. But I've got an idea how I can find out. Come on, Dale.
All right, but where to?
Wherever this alloy bloodhound leads us.
This is Guard Turbulent, Special Post 5. Sound the red alarm. Dr. Zarkoff and Commander Richards have escaped.
She comes with the prisoners. Her trapezoidal alloy tracer disc is entering the Saturn field.
Welcome, gentlemen. I hope the journey from Earth to Saturn was not too uncomfortable.
Saturn? How can we be on Saturn when not 15 minutes ago we were in my office at G.B.I. on Earth?
A matter transmitter machine. Yes, this is it here.
Matter transmitter?
Yes. The elements of our bodies were broken down into electrical units and transmitted through space.
When I appeared in your office, Commander, I focused this disc upon each of you.
I see. The remote control projector for the matter transmitter.
My improvement upon your own design of a one-way matter transmitter machine, Dr. Zarkoff.
My design? Why, that's impossible. That's top secret G.B.I. information.
Top secret. When I have need of information, I assure you there have always been ways of getting it. Just as you have served my purpose, so have others.
We, Dr. Zarkoff and I, have served your purpose?
Ah, yes, I forgot. The last time we met, I erased all memory of the meeting from your minds. ProStar put the memory back into their minds. It is in the electro memory file under G.B.I. Zarkoff Richards.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
The Witch of Neptune. It was you. You forced us to demolish the methane to oxygen converter on Neptune.
Bring them here. Sit down. Strap them in. Leave.
At least we know we're not guilty of destroying the converter.
That's little satisfaction when we know that millions of lives are lost.
What happened on Neptune? Was anybody saved? Did they at least try to get the children out?
I will answer you this way. My revenge is not complete.
Zyderine, we warn you.
You warn me? You, my prisoners, and on the outside the most wanted criminals in the history of the galaxy, you dare to warn me. No, you will serve me again. As I took from your minds every recollection of my part in your crime against Neptune, I will now take from your minds all of the knowledge they possess.
Doctor, can she do this?
Certainly she can. The electronic brain recorder is an elementary device, the principles of which have been known for over 1,000 years.
Well, if you know how it works, you must know how to combat it.
Only a psyllium headpiece can prevent the reading ray from entering the brain.
I'm sorry, Commander. I don't happen to have one handy.
The knowledge that she takes from us, it will still be in our brains.
What about it? Do we retain our knowledge?
No, Dr. Zarkoff. There is an eraser ray that follows the recorder ray as it passes over every inch of your brain.
Zyderine, listen. You can't do this. Between us, we hold the knowledge upon which the safety of the entire galaxy depends.
Exactly the information I want. Every morsel of it. The galaxy. What do I care for its safety? All I want is the power to make every living human bend to my will. Start the ray flow. I want to test. Settings at 8, 12, 1,000. A very simple setting for the commonest and simplest memory. What did you say your name is?
Why, it's Richards. Paul Richards.
Open the ray locks and record the setting, ProStar.
Yes, I think so. I didn't feel anything.
Oh, it's painless, a perfectly painless operation.
And I still have my memory.
Really? What did you say your name is?
Why, it's, yeah.
If this is the halfway mark, I'll be able to figure out exactly where we're going.
We should be about halfway through the asteroid belt.
No, we're about 3/4 of the way through it. At space point AD12.
Well, that means our destination is,
That is, if our little alloyed bloodhound isn't playing tricks on us.
That's all we've got to go on. It's our only possible lead to the whereabouts of Dr. Zarkoff and Commander Richards.
I wonder where they are. And how they escaped, left G.B.I. without being seen. How was it possible? Flash feel of it. Remember how warm it was before? As though it were a living thing?
Yeah, now it's stone cold.
It's as though something had been giving it warmth. And that something had been turned off now.
A machine of some kind that controls this disc by remote control.
Well, at least the color continues to change, which means that the machine hasn't been completely turned off.
Yeah.
ProStar. Take setting for Zarkoff. Brain recording 92. It's the complete plan for a negativizer ray gun.
Ready, Siderine.
36. 4A. 9.
It's getting wider.
Behind, we just passed Jupiter. We should be over Saturn in another few hours.
And once we get there, the real job begins. With Saturn being as large as it is, it's going to be like looking for a grain of metal dust in the firmament to find out exactly where this alloyed bloodhound roosts.
And now, a brain recording of Commander Richards. The outer defense radar locations on planets, planetoids, and satellites.
There it is. Saturn coming up on radar.
At last.
It's almost white. As we move closer, you can almost see it change.
But where do we land? And where do we start looking when we do?
I'm going to rocket brake around the planet until we hit the atmosphere. Then I'll work into a series of landing brake ellipses until we find it.
Find what?
The spot where the disc shows the clearest white. Hang on.
Getting still whiter. Look, now it's becoming transparent.
Hang on for another turn. Set for a landing.
Right.
a high-frequency machine of some kind. It's further down, I guess.
It is I who give the orders here.
Guys, what's wrong? I can't move my arms and legs.
What are you doing? And what have you done to them?
Emptied their minds of their identities, their past lives, and most important, every scientific and defensive secret of the G.B.I. which they possessed.
You're lying. They'd never give up that information.
Let her see for herself.
Dr. Zarkoff. Commander Richards. Talk to me. Don't you know me? It's Dale.
Ever knew is here in this, an electronic memory file. Billions and billions of tiny electrical units, which I will transfer to my mind and use to gain the complete control of the galaxy. You're wasting your strength. No man can move against the power in this wand. Oh, stop him!
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, Dale. What about them? Their memory's gone. Their mind's a complete blank.
Well, at least we can clear their names.
That's not enough, Dale. Somehow, some way, we've got to find that woman before she can use the knowledge she got from their minds to destroy the galaxy. Wherever she's disappeared to. I swear it, I'll find her.
Attention, Star Cadets! Next week, Flash Gordon will continue his pursuit of the Witch of Neptune. Stand by for debriefing when Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour returns.
Mission accomplished, Star Cadets. You've all served with valor and honor. Rocky Jones, Space Ranger, Flash Gordon, and I, Captain Paxar of the Interdimensional Peace Force, salute you. You may now stand down until we meet again at the appointed time coordinates, when we will again undertake a daring mission through time, space, and alternate dimensions. Until then, Star Cadets, always remember, keep the peace.